Namaste, welcome aboard. This is a beginner's class for beginners that want to build their yoga practice up and become flexible each day, growing from absolute beginners right up. Now today we're going to go through the basics, elongating the back, the spine, the hips, shoulders. So we're just going to start off. I'm Al Yogi. This is Green Living Path. It's awesome to have everybody here. So just use the breath through the nose and out the mouth while you're doing all the poses. Breathing in and out. Rotating the shoulders. Nice, wide, arching shoulders. Great. Releasing the shoulders is really important. A lot of guys are quite stiff. Guys have about 40% more muscle tissue than women. So they're stiff in the shoulders. Actual muscle limits flexibility. So by doing yoga, it opens up the body and elongates the body. Oh, that feels good. And then just interlocking the fingers behind your back. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, pushing your shoulders back. Again. Opening the shoulders up, opening the chest up. Great. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to do some side stretches, and it's just relaxing, using the breath, putting the hand on the floor. I'm going to stretch up, looking under the hand if you can, looking up. Feel the stretch on the side lateral of the body. Great. Keep that breath going. It's really important to focus on the breath. And a little tip, everybody, there's a word called sukra, which means comfortable in the pose. I want you to be comfortable in the pose. Your pain's out here. You want to be always working in yoga here. You want to grow naturally. You don't want to bring the gym mentality and forcing things, because yoga is a natural process of growth, evolution. The other side now, looking up. Keep that arm nice and straight. Rotate the shoulder back a little bit towards the wall, and just keep that breath going. Good. Feel that stretch, stretching out the armpit. And then just coming down. Now we're going to do a forward bend, a forward fold, and this is great for the spinal cord, and particularly the hips. This really works into the hips. We're sitting down and we have a lot of compaction on the hips and the spine, so this helps alleviate it. So we're just crawling the fingers out, coming from the hips. So you want to be coming from the hips, elongating the spinal cord, feeling that stretch. You just don't want to be overdoing it, guys. Remember, sukra. And just go down as far as you can. And then just focusing on the breath. Feel that stretch out of the hips along the whole spinal cord. And use the head, which is connected to the spinal cord, just to elongate the stretch. And then soften the breath and deepen the breath. Slow it down. And then just gently coming up. Awesome. Now we're going to come to tabletop pose, which is your knees in a line with your hips, and your arms are underneath your armpits. So what we're doing here is we're basically convexing the spine. This is called cat-cow, and then coming up, breathing out, convexing the spine, and then coming out. This gives great flexibility to the spine. Keep going. Pushing up. Great. Okay, so we're just going to come to the front now. So we're just going to do a tricep stretch. This is important. Just elongating all the muscles in our body. Helping, yoga is about aligning the muscles on the skeletal system and aligning the bones, especially the spine. Feel the stretch, feel the tricep, the back of the arm, the shoulders, and then just coming down. That's great. Okay, so we're getting ready now for a deep hip stretch. This is something that you can break it down if you're not quite ready for it. So this is like a squat, and we're sitting down. If you can't quite do it, you can sit up and do it, but we want to go down as much as we can. This is great for the hips. And what we're doing is the coccyx, the base of the spinal cord, where your sit bones are, you want to elongate that. So just feel that opening and focusing, just relaxing it towards the ground. Great for the hips, this pose. It really releases so much tension. A lot of people hold tension in different parts of the body, in particular the hips and knees, and the spinal cord, of course. We're only as young as our spinal cord, so having a flexible spinal cord gives youth and vitality to the body, guys. Really important. And then just focusing on the breath. A lot of the poses you want to get into the breath. If you feel it difficult, you just want to back off the pose a little bit. With this pose, you can be holding on to something too if you can't get into it. And then just gently coming out of that pose. That was a really good one for the hips. Now we're going to do a child's pose. Putting the knees out to the sides of the mat, guys. We're going to extend the hands out, and we're going to open up the shoulder, underneath the shoulders, the armpits, and we're going to elongate the back. So putting the hands out and sinking down. If you can, put the forehead on the ground. If you can't, that's fine. And melting the heart towards the ground. Opening up under the armpits and elongating. Great work. Keep elongating the spine. Use the breath, the out breath in particular, to relax and elongate. But bearing in mind Sukha are comfortable in the pose. Mounting the heart towards the ground, opening up under the armpits. Great work. And then just gently walking that out. So that was the beginner's guide, opening out. So yoga is about opening out the body, elongating the spine, releasing tension held in different parts of the body, and using the breath as a tool to relax the body and give depth to the body by stretching it. Well, just a little pose before we go. We just want to put the hands together over the chest, everybody. It's wonderful to have you here. It's really important to give gratitude to each day, because it builds this reservoir of happiness in your life. So just closing your eyes for a little bit, taking a deep breath, and this out breath of gratitude. Just thankful for your body, everything in your life that brings you joy, and just growing each day with yoga and your happiness. That's great. Well, thank you very much for being here.